Yo, what's good, family? It's your boy up in that building. Hold up. What's good with y'all, man? Hold up. Is my mic working? Let me check real quick. Hold up. Sorry for the technical difficulties, family. All right, let's switch to. Okay, so my. Oh, it's not on my mic. Let's switch to the real. Oh, no wonder it wasn't plugged in. Psst, duh. Of course, it's not gonna work if you ain't got it plugged up. There we go. We should be Gucci. Let me fix this real quick. Boom. Mic check. Yeah, we up in the building. All right. What's good, family? It's your boy up in the building, man. Demond up in the building. We Talk Hawks TV. We Talk Hawks Daily. What's good with y'all, man? Just want to do a little midday chop up with the gang real quick. It's been a couple days since we went live or did a video, so I wanted to tap in with the family. You feel me? Today's topic for the morning show, where it's morning for me. Anybody west of me, west of Texas, is still morning time. East Coast, Atlanta, Virginia, New York, obviously it's afternoon time. So I want to talk about a topic real quick, man. And y'all been going back and forth with some people on Twitter and whatnot about what should be the priority when it comes to fixing the Atlanta Hawks, right? And when I say that, I'm speaking on obviously with the current roster, okay? Because we don't know who's going to get traded. We don't know what the front office is going to do. So everything I'm speaking on is with the current roster. Salute to the homie Tanju up in the building. Salute to everybody in the chat. I'm going to drop the link just in case anybody need to chime in who has got thoughts on the topic. So my thing is this, guys, and somebody tell me if I'm crazy. My boy RG in the building, salute. Tell me if I'm crazy, right? So when Quinn, let's go back to the last season. So a full season with Nate McMillan, right? D-Rock in the building, salute. We was the number 2 offense in the NBA, right? Offensive efficiency, offensive rating, we was number 2 overall. We dropped defensively, we was 26. Fast forward, the homie White Mike up in the building. Oh, my boy Mike got the shades on, baby. Out there chilling. What's going out there in Bama, my guy?
I'm just chilling, man, doing my thing. I'm glad to see you got a show going this morning. We missed it.
Yeah, man. I said, let me get up in here, man. You know, I've been too busy going back and forth with cats on Twitter, and then on Mondays, I got to go into the office, so I can't really do nothing on Monday. But yeah. So my topic is offense, improving the offense versus improving the defense, right? And my logic is this, and y'all tell me if I'm crazy. I think that we should focus more on, if I'm talking to Coach Quinn, on getting better defensively than offensively. Okay, we saw Quinn come in, the offense improved. Everybody said since under Quinn, the games we played under Quinn, the offense was ranked number 2 or something like that. Ended up finishing, I think it's 7th overall. But once again, like year before, the defense is in the low 20s. And I don't think, I don't care how many points we score a game. If you cannot stop the other team from scoring, how do you expect to win consistently in the NBA? So I went and I'm looking at the Lakers, right? Because I'm like, damn, the Lakers struggled the whole regular season. They struggled. Now all of a sudden in the playoffs, these dudes looking like world champions. So I said, let me see, what are they doing that's differently? Do y'all know, guys, in the 10 games the Lakers have played in the playoffs, their defensive rating is 106. Let me give you a comparison. The 6 games that the Hawks played against the Celtics, our defensive rating was 120. So I don't understand why a, a lot of Hawks fans are not focused more on improving the defensive side of the ball compared to the offensive side. What you think, Mike?
Yeah, and I saw your post on Twitter about that, and I made a comment. I think defense does win championships, and the reason why I think it's that way is defense, and it may sound stupid when I say it, but defense is something you can cut on and off. Where like offense, you either own sometimes or you're not. With
Right.
defense is about effort and putting out 100. And I believe the Lakers. I mean, look at them. They got LeBron, AD. They got some guys that can, when they decide they want to play D, they can play D.
Yeah.
And and that's what happened. Playoff time came, kind of like old school basketball used to be. Playoff time came and it got real. And then boys said, okay, we're just gonna lock you down. And that's exactly what the Lakers have done. And we don't have people that can lock people down. We've got offensive people who got to outscore you. And I agree with you. I think we got to have some guys in here that when it's time for lockdown, they get down in the stance and like LeBron and them are doing, and they just hold you down, hold you under 110.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say this. Look at the teams that they play. They played the Memphis Grizzlies with Ja Morant, who was one of the top. They were the top 4 team in the West. Now you're doing it against Steph Curry, the defending champions, Klay Thompson, Jordan Poole. I mean, it's not like the Lakers was the number 1 seed and they played a bunch of low seeded teams. Like these dudes turned up the defense against offensive powerhouses. I mean, they got the Lakers out here got Jordan Poole looking like he should be back in the G League. 0 points last night. And that's what I keep saying, man. Like I don't understand every time I get on Hawks Twitter. There's somebody always talking about the offense. We need guys who can spread the floor, shoot the ball, and I'm like, but bro,
That's the young man's game, Demond. See, they all about Steph Curry hitting threes and all this other stuff hitting threes. But when it comes to playoff time, the difference teams are separated by stops in the playoffs. If you can't stop people, then you have to outscore them, which means you better be shooting good every single night. And
exactly.
and with the Lakers, let's be honest, LeBron's not no drop dead shooter, and AD goes up and down a lot. But what doesn't go up and down on either one of them is D. They
Yeah,
lock they lock you down, and when they lock you down, they don't have to have big nights every single night because they're gonna lock you down, and and we don't have that. And I'm gonna tell you something that people don't really realize over this playoff series. John Collins was actually the best defender we had on the floor. Go look
oh,
at the
okay.
numbers in the Boston series. John Collins, especially when Murray didn't play, John Collins was the best defender we had on the floor. Point percentage wise is what they said. And I'm saying I don't think you're gonna be able to move Collins. I think he's gonna be able to make something of Collins. I think you probably move Capella. But
I
go ahead
mean,
now. Go ahead, Foot.
Hey, what's going
what's
on,
good?
man?
Foot up in the building. What's good, man? Salute to D-Rock. Salute to Mike up in the building. Trouble Man up in the building. Airs up in the building. What's good, family? What's good, Foot?
Man, can't call it, man. Can't call it. Yeah.
Now, Foot. Now, y'all know Foot is a coach, man. Foot. Tell me if I'm crazy, man.
We old school though. These three on here right now, old school.
Tell me, tell me if I'm crazy. Okay, we were 7th overall offensively, right?
Mm-hmm.
Defensively, we was 22nd overall.
Correct.
Okay, let me word this differently. Let me say it like this, Foot. The Lakers. I'm gonna say it again. I said it once. Let me say it again. The Lakers was a mid team, bro, in the regular season, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you would have came in here and asked anybody in here, do you think the Lakers would even make it to the the Western Conference Finals.
Hell no.
Exactly, right?
They look real strong right about now.
And you know what? I went to go look because I'm like, why? What are the Lakers doing? Right. So I go look now. Obviously, they got different people showing up on the offensive side of the ball. But I went. They played the Grizzlies and they playing the Warriors right now. They up 3-1. The Lakers defensive rating, bro, is 106. And I'm trying to explain to people, if our defense has been a top 10 defense, excuse me. If our offense has been a top 10 offense the past 2 years, why on Hawks Twitter and everywhere I look, they keep talking about the offensive side of the ball. But then when I try to bring up the defensive side of the ball, they try to tell me, well, the offense helps you on defense. But I'm like,
huh?
Dude, listen. It's this dude on Twitter. He said he's a coach. I don't know the guy. He says he's a coach. And he tried to tell me that your offense helps you on defense. But what I tried to explain to him, I said, I can understand the logic behind
there ain't no
that.
damn logic to that. I'm sorry.
But I'm like this. Well, even if I agreed to what you're saying, last year we was number 2 offensively. Why we was 26 defensively? This
Asking
year,
this simple question: Can the offense create defense?
No, it's the other way around.
But defense damn sure can create offense.
Yeah, I'm telling, bro, these dudes be having me up there. They be having thinking me. I think I'm crazy sometimes when I'm talking to these dudes, man. Like, I'm like, bro, why are we concerned if why are we concerned if a player can't stretch the floor when we already the number 2 offense? So to me, now I'm not saying that's the best. We're the best thing, but to me, I'm like, maybe we should be focusing on why we the 26 defense. Why we the 20 this year we were 22nd. And you know what? I went and looked up the numbers. In the 6 games that we played in the playoffs, our defensive rating was 120. And I'm like, bro, who you gonna beat consistently giving up 120 points a night? You not, bro. You lucky if you be a 500 ball club giving up 120. But
I don't necessarily think is what you give up. I know people tend to hone in a lot on actually what you give up. But if you look at the Florida games, right? Look at how these teams score. Right? From the Hawks standpoint, we create too many damn easy opportunities, like layups at the basket at a half court set. How the hell will a guy get an open ass layup on a half court set?
People helping out too much.
Yeah.
Can't stay in front of their man.
It's not even really about standing in front of the man. If you look at these teams, just the game itself, it's about being connected on defense. We're not connected on defense, so you don't have to stay in front of your man. You got to stay connected. We don't talk. We don't call screens out. We don't switch. Even when we switch, we don't switch properly, or we be weak or we don't even go through these weak ass screens either. So it's multiple things, right? It's from a defensive. I mean, we keep standing around looking at each other when the play happens. So that's tell you don't know what the hell y'all not connected, right? So just like somebody said, get rid of Capella, man, please. But it's we need that effort, man, of wanting to play defense.
And you know what, Foot? Like, when I really just sit back, right, and I'm just looking at it, looking at the Hawks, non-biased, right? People now offensively. So let me speak on how to say get rid. They say get rid of Capella. Offensively, I could see why you would not want Capella. But my thing is this, and this is the point I argue. But we're a top 10 offense with Capella.
Bro.
So
that whole thing, put it to you like this. Like some people this week talking about, hey, we can get Cat, he can put up this, he can put up that. Right? Bruh, we a ball dominant front backcourt.
Right.
Number one. From a scoring standpoint, we just need one of the other guys to be consistent. From a scoring standpoint, you can't keep bringing guys who have 25 points into a system like this. The ball ain't enough ball for everybody. Let's just be 100, right? Again, come on, man. It don't make no sense. We need somebody to put it to him. We need our big to be able to score. We need our big to be able to stretch. No, we need to play fucking basketball, man. Because if we competed against Boston the way we competed against, their ass ain't shit.
Man, again. You know what, Foot? You know what I think it is, Foot?
Mm-hmm.
I think, I thought somebody said it in the chat earlier, but I think it's that a lot of people, a lot of Hawks fans, I'm going to just keep it a buck, man. And y'all, White Mike, Foot, let me know if I'm crazy. Chat, let me know if I'm crazy. I think a lot of fans know what our defensive issues are. I think they just scared to really say it in public and address it. Like, they know the defense starts at the top with the guards. They know that. We know that. And I think some people scared to say, you know what, man? Yeah, Trae Young is terrible on defense. You know what? DeJounte Murray gambles too much on defense. Well, let me change that. I don't think people don't mind saying shit about Murray. I think a lot of fans don't want to admit that Trae Young is just a major defensive liability. Because correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, chat.
I don't think so. I don't think they don't. They just don't damn know, bro. I don't think they're afraid to say something. And I don't really think Trae is a major problem on defense. We know his ass don't play no defense. There's plenty. Right. You got to look at this. There's plenty of guards. Now he attempted to do some stuff this year, which was great.
Right.
But there's plenty of guards that don't play no damn defense. Other people take up slack. Again, our team defense is the problem. There's not one individual guy on it. Right. Look at Boston's defense. Their defense is connected. Right. Look, think about it. Their defense is connected. It ain't like there's one player doing the switches. There's no, it's not a lot of laps in their defense. They don't get backdoored a lot. We do. Right?
Mm-hmm.
They don't give up a lot of free to the. Now you got Smart. It's hard no defender on the ball. I mean, you can't take away from it, right? That slows a lot of things up. But that didn't slow us up. Our offense did. So again, but our defense, we gave them too many damn free lanes to the basket.
And then, you know what? And then, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, when I say Trae Young bad on I'm not putting all the defense.
Oh, no, I won't say.
I'm not. No, and this for the chat, because I don't want people to be running off with no crazy theory. When I speak on Trae, I'm not saying all our defense bad. He's the sole reason. No. DeJounte Murray, he gambles too much on defense. And when he gamble, it's all fine and dandy when he get that steal. But when he gamble, he don't get the steal. Now it forces everybody else to rotate. And as we all know, we can't rotate faster than the ball moves.
Yeah.
I think Clint and John, I think they get a bad rap because once the wings give up penetration and the pressure is on Clint and John and they got to rotate it and their man end up the one scoring the ball because they got to leave their guy. I think they get a bad rap on that also. I
think you're absolutely right. I think that they're so used to covering and trying to cover up mistakes that they then overhelp because that's what they've been. That's why you'll catch them ducking in when they shouldn't be ducking in. They're just so used to ducking in. And I told you the other day that Brad Rowland was saying that Quinn had told them, we're not doing that anymore. We're don't just let your man blow by you thinking that Clinton is going to cover it up. Now the defense suffered. It did when he was trying to get him to quit doing what they were doing, the defense suffered. But I'm gonna go back to defense. To me, has always been, and I grew up basketball the '80s, '90s, all that stuff. It's just want to. You don't have to. You don't ever have to tell somebody to play offense. They all want to do that. They all want to jack that ball up and be a hero. But you got to have the want to defend off the ball or defend in connection, like Foot said. You got to want that. And if you don't want it, it takes one or two people that aren't going to play connected to your defense looks like shit, and everybody looks like shit because of it. And our want to play defense has never been as high as it needs to be successful.
Yes.
Yeah,
you're
man.
absolutely right, Mike.
Yeah, I agree, I agree, man. And I'm just, bruh.
And that's a young man's problem, in my opinion. It's the new offensive age of Steph Curry changed the game with the three and all these. You shoot nothing but threes and dunks, and all that's changed the game. But at the end of the day, defense is still viable. Defense, just L.A. Lakers are a perfect example. You know what I'm saying? That everybody said, "Oh, they can't do this, can't do this." Well, what they can do is hold your ass under 110.
Bro,
That's what they can do.
they locking these dudes, bro. They
They
giving
locking them up.
over 10 games.
But
Memphis
check
with
this
John
out, though.
Morant, Curry, and they 106. That is wild. Like,
Dude, they making them take tough ass shots.
what's
They,
good?
they,
YQ up in the building? What's good, my guy?
What's up, man?
what's happening?
You muted, YQ. You gotta unmute. You gotta unmute yourself.
Oh, my bad. Now I had mute y'all. What's going on, y'all?
What's good, guy? Been a minute, homie.
Man, I knew it. Y'all been all right?
Yeah, we
That's
been
all good.
man. We good, man.
Oh,
We
yeah.
chilling. What
What the discussion in offense and defense?
Yeah, should we focus more on improving the offense or improving the defense? Now, obviously, they're gonna try to improve it all, but I'm saying, what is the priority to you to make this team better? I'm saying defense off the rip.
Yeah, defense. It got to be defense, cause shoot, every year since Trey been here, we've been decent in offense. That defense been but at the bottom of the league. We ain't got nobody to stop the penetration from the top.
That's facts. That's
like
facts.
None out good. Like Murray, we thought Murray would go be way better on defense.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm over here. When we got him, I thought he was gonna make an all NBA defensive team. That went out real quick.
Hey, think about it though. I mean, cut you off. What San Antonio was doing from a defensive standpoint.
And that's what I was telling somebody that too,
Murray.
man. I said Murray gambles like he in San Antonio, like he got some better defensive help to help.
And that's my point about being connected. Because like that, you can't. That's why you don't never hear me say, "I thought Murray was going to be better," or "I'm crapping on him about his defense." Because defense is a team effort, right? Now, if you're out in the playground or some part, 3-on-3, that's different, right?
Right.
But in the NBA, it's team defense. It's team defense. You got to be connected. One player, look at Kawhi. He still had, he's a great defender, but you still, what's behind you and on the side of you? Because so again, it's one thing I noticed, like with Clint, for whatever he seemed like he know where he's supposed to be, even on the help.
Mm-hmm.
Collins and Okongwu don't. They be looking around like, what happened? Right? And again, we got to figure out, we got to put more effort, right? We got to, them damn screens.
But how do you, and that's just a good question for you, Foot, as a coach. How do you get professionals? Because I'm sure it's different when you coaching cats making tens of millions of dollars compared to up and coming kids. How do you get professionals to run through screens? How do you get professionals to put forth more effort? And I'm gonna say this because I'm just on the outside looking in. I don't know none of those players personally, but I'm just giving you the vibe I get. How do you get them to do that when it looks like they don't have that self motivation to do it on their own?
You don't get them. Either it's like this, bro. You can talk to you blue in the face. It's a want. They have to want it. You know, that's why I can talk about Trailer earlier. He wanted to be better on defense this year, not just to win Quinn, but throughout the whole year. When you start seeing different things out of him as a want to. Steals is just there's a want to. Now sometimes that want to may go down a little bit, maybe because again he plays a lot of offense, so he would get some rest. So that's a given. But there's a want. I saw one in Trey this year to want to play better defense. That's what's not being talked about, right? Mm-hmm. We talk about the glorified things, stuff been talked about in the media, right? I just look at the game. I always look at the game as a whole, right? And it's a want to, bro. They have to want to do it. That's it. That's where that effort come in. You can't make them do it. You can't coach them into doing it. You can coach them on skis and how to move their damn feet or something. But at the end of the day, man, like I always say, defense is effort. Either you want to play it or you don't. That's kind of how it is for me.
Yeah, and it like every defensive minded coach we had, the team. Well, I ain't gonna say the team. Trey rejected, kind of in a way. Mm-hmm. Like Lloyd Pierce and who we just got rid of, Nate
McMillan. I mean, yeah. I could see how you could come up with that thought. I could see how you could come up with that.
Do y'all think he liked the Quinn Snyder because he was looking more so at Golden State offense with all the cut screens and all that, back those and stuff?
Hell no. Well, the word on the street is, which is crazy that you just said that. The word on the street was he didn't want Quinn Snyder. The word on the street is he wanted Udoka, which is a defensive-minded coach. That's the word. The word on the street was Trey and Landry Fields wanted Udoka, but Kyle Korver, this is crazy, but Kyle Korver backdoored them and went to the owner and pushed for the Quinn.
I can see that.
So that's how you, which when you think about it now, you know, to me, it makes sense that happened like that because Quinn had all the leverage, right? Quinn didn't have to coach us. He could have waited and probably got 10 offers, right?
Yeah.
But you notice when Quinn comes to us, he's just not the coach. He's a coach and he has some executive power.
Did they list those yet? Or shit back table type shit?
No, he got executive power. He got power over he had some roster control. That was one of the keys for him coming here.
Oh, you know his ass won't coming here for no bullshit after this.
And that's why
to me, I think he got final say on the roster.
And that's why it makes sense when you think about it, because if I'm Landry Fields and I'm the general manager, why would I want the coach to have say over a roster when that's my job? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. If you're coaching a team, any team, you should have some type of say. Maybe not the fact end all be all, but you should have input into your roster. You don't want coaching that shit.
Well, you know what, Foot? The way it's supposed to go, this how I always saw as a fan. As the GM, you are the chef. I mean, you're the purchaser of the ingredients. Your coach is the chef. So you go to the coach and say, you tell me what type of players do. Now, obviously, the GM can't get, specific players. I want Michael Jordan, obviously, but I want a player who can do A, B, C, D. And the coach supposed to take that information and go get the ingredients for the coach, because guess what? Because the GM is usually the person who hires the coach. So if the coach look bad, if he bad, you look bad as the GM, because you know what I'm trying to say? Y'all all tied together, but the way they running this stuff now, man, how
bruh.
The owner hiring the coach, the GM really don't do nothing. Like, it's all intertangled now.
I don't mind owner hiring the coach. I really don't. Just like they say on the damn Falcons, right? Well, the what's the name got in? That one the GM's coach he wanted or whatever, right? At the end of the day, I don't mind the owner doing it. That's your damn team. That's a key figurehead. The GM, the coach is more key than the damn GM, in my opinion.
Yeah, but see, that's why the owner, that's why you have a president. Like the owner, really not. You the owner. You supposed to just delegate the president of
No,
like
I
the
get it.
Falcon. Yeah, like the Falcon, Rich McKay.
Yeah.
He's supposed to run the day-to-day shit.
Yeah.
You know, they report to him. Who's our president? That's what
But see,
Travis Link was. Travis Link was president and GM.
Mm-hmm.
see that's part of why I think Quinn got as much power as he got. We got a young buck in here, first time ever being a GM, and that just swung the power meter over to Quinn, and he was able to get more power as a result of it. I mean, when you got a young 30-year-old GM who's never gotten any really NBA experience as far as being a GM, his little short time at assistant GM, I mean, Quinn's got the power now, and I got no problem with that. Quinn's been here a long time; he needs the power, but I think we are missing something in having a more seasoned GM.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's
I'm
that,
sorry, nothing against Landry.
and that's why I'm mad. That's why,
I'm not.
man.
I'm not.
That's
I went with that shit.
Tony
Who
Russell,
the veterans on the team?
John Collins.
Josh Collins.
That's what I was just thinking. Like, who the
When
hell
you,
veterans?
bro, when you think about it, when you think about it, that he's the longest tenured Hawk. He's the longest tenured Hawk, and
I tell you what, though, Wavy, the most vocal leader of this team is Capella. That's the one who gets out there and has his say about we need to pick it up, we need to do this, we need to do that. He's more vocal than anybody.
shit,
For real?
shit, you know what? I hate to say it, Mike, but shit, that shit ain't working.
It ain't, but I'm saying that's kind of the problem. Is Capella
Cause
is
those
on.
motherfuckers don't listen.
We need to market smart.
I wonder who.
Nah, he don't talk. He
I
out
wonder
there
who.
hustling.
I wonder
Okay.
who thought it was smart, like not to have like no veterans. Like I'm sure we could have got rid of Trent
Trent.
Forrest.
Well, who's
And-
available though? You gotta look at that. It ain't just a vet.
Well, I always wanted to keep Solo, even when we
Yeah,
traded
Solo.
him. When we
Lou?
traded him, when we traded Solo, I was like, you know what? If I had Poole in the organization, even if I didn't have a roster spot, I would still have him like at the games
Yeah.
and at the facility. Like he'll be sitting behind the bench,
It
and then
couldn't-
like
yeah.
he will have like an open invitation to practices, because one thing about Solo, he know the core players. You know what I'm saying?
I think the thing with Lou.
The
Lou
thing
is a
with Lou,
tricky
I
guy.
don't know. I don't know if Lou, and maybe since y'all in Atlanta, maybe y'all know more than me.
Yeah.
I don't know if Lou was really locked in. I think Lou was really kind of like done with ball. Like he had his other stuff going on, his rap career,
Yeah, he do a lot of stuff.
them
And,
fine honeys he got. Lou
Boy.
stayed with two baddies, bro. I gotta tip my cap to Lou Will, bro. He stayed with two fine ones, bro. I ain't even lying.
No
Hey,
bro.
bro.
He ain't doing that no more.
So
Hey,
I can't
why have one when you can have two?
I can't even be mad at Lou Will, bro. He said,
Lou
I'm
will make
done,
it happen,
son.
wouldn't
I'd be like, bro, I don't blame you, my G. I don't blame you. He stayed with two baddies. So I could never tell if Lou was really still all in, like basketball wise. You know what I'm trying to say?
But I do remember we had that playoff run. He told the team, he was like, they taking it for granted, like the run they was on. Like he wanted the team to lock in more. But the team was feeling like, oh well, we young, we'll have a bunch of more chances.
Yeah, bro. He don't know how right he don't know how right he was. What's good, Mike?
Yo,
What's
All right,
up, my
what's up,
guy?
yo,
What's up, Mike?
yo, what up, fellas? What up, man? What up, man? I was trying to hurry up, get on here while y'all talking about defense and stuff like that, but I was like, oh, they talking defense today. I mean,
You know what it is, right?
trying to jump in there. Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, Demond, you're right. You know what I'm saying? It makes zero sense that people continue to talk about the offense, man. Offense hasn't really been the issue. So when you ask like what should be the main focus and the additions to this team, in my opinion, I'll add something to, of course, you know what I'm saying, defense need to be the focus, but outside of defense, man, leadership. Like we need some actual not necessarily somebody who's gonna just be on the bench sitting there and not playing whatsoever, but somebody who will be involved in it as well. Like people pointed to, PJ Tucker. I think it was like that last game. He went to Embiid. It was a situation. I want to say, I think it was game one that they won in Boston. It was a situation on the bench, and they showed like PJ Tucker, like he turned to Paul Reed, and Paul Reed had a decent game for somebody having to step in for Embiid. You know what I'm saying? But like you can see, you read PJ lips on the bench turning to him saying, "What the fuck are you talking about?" You know what I'm saying? Like he literally like angrily says it to him and stuff like that. I mean, Paul Reed ain't saying nothing back. James Harden
No
just sitting
didn't.
there. He kind of tapped Reed on the back to console him a little bit though. But like we don't have that. And I know Foot, you just said like Smart don't talk or something like that though. But like if y'all recall about 2 years ago, 2 seasons ago, I think, before they went to the finals, it was a situation on the bench with Smart and JB was going at it. You know what I'm saying? Like Smart
Yeah.
was getting on JB about something, and you see where they are now. Now it might not happen with Smart all the time, like on the bench, stuff like that though, but you know what happens at practice. You know Smart is going in on folks. You know PJ Tucker is disrespecting folks at practice. You know Draymond Green is holding people accountable even at practice when they make a mistake or get full of themselves, as you seen how he straight up jawed Jordan Poole. Just
He
probably
Get
need,
punched
playing
in the,
full.
get
he
punched
need
right
to
in the
hit him
face.
again. He need to hit him again.
Get punched in the face.
Hey,
But I'm
hey,
just saying, man, is that we ain't got enough guys, man, who basically like not scared to speak up. Cause I think we have some guys who might know what we missing. Like JC always saying the correct thing. Like y'all saying Clint probably the guy who's speaking and this and that. But we ain't got no guy who doesn't
just keep.
care if y'all don't like me after I say this to you. We gotta have somebody who don't care, don't give no type of concerns of your feelings besides playing the game the correct way. And like nigga, I don't care if you mad if I'm getting on you because you didn't do X, Y, and Z or something like that. Like we don't have nobody that we don't have anybody like that. We don't. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need Clinton, JC them acknowledging was the issue. It's like, no, I need you to get to the point where like you willing to fight your teammate because they're not correcting you. You know what I'm saying? If I'm
Yep.
continuously as a big, if I'm continuously having to help you, bro, we gonna have problems. Not we won't have problems just because you getting beat. Like, nah, we gonna talk and we gonna try and switch that out. Like you trying. But bro, I'm played with guys before who straight up like play and letting somebody go. Like, bro, that's a problem. Like we about to have an issue. So if you got teammates who straight up just letting people go to the rim or something like that, then like as bigs, JC and Clint, for me, they should have been had issues. They should have made a scene. I don't care. I would pat them on the back about that. You feel me? Like that's what we need. That's what we
That,
truly need.
that's the
And
side, man.
and it's so funny, like when it's funny, man. Sports is funny because when you just playing outside and like ain't nothing on the line like contracts, money. When you be playing outside, you ain't got a problem telling people shit outside. Like, bro, you gonna guard them or what? What
Yeah,
you doing?
yeah.
But it seemed like, bro, when these players get like to this pro level, I don't know if
They
is it
scared.
politics
Yeah.
involved.
Hell no, they
You
soft.
don't think
They
so?
scared.
Or
Hell no,
you
they
just or you
soft.
just
They
think or you
scared.
just think that the it's crazy. Do you just think the players that we got, all of them, just kind of like, and I
Tell
hate
the Trey.
you think they just corny,
Yeah, hey,
scary,
let me tell you
lame,
something. Hey, this damn seventh grade team got this one point guard, littlest damn thing on the floor. Be going up, be like blame their ass for shit. They sit back there, and tell you they get upset and they didn't feel it. We don't get cuss their ass out. Y'all need to go back in the room or something and fight. You know,
bro.
like, bro, what's the problem?
Let me tell you something. When I saw PJ Tucker look at Reed, bro, on that bench, like he was like he was ready to fight, bro. Like he was about you could tell like how PJ Tucker understood, like, and it go back to I think YQ said it, how Lou said, don't take this playoff run for granted. Like PJ Tucker, like he knows the situation, like, hey, bro, we got an opportunity to make a run here, and you over here bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like you could see the intensity and the seriousness on his face. And I don't think we had and agreeing with Mike and everybody else. I don't think we had, and I hate to say it like this, but I'm gonna say it like this. We don't have that alpha male like that dominant, like a dominant dog. Like, bro, what the? Somebody who just be like, what the f is you doing, bro?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Straight up like that. Not no. Well, you know, bro,
Puppies.
I need you to play a little. I need you to play a little harder.
Passive
You know
aggressive.
what? Hey, the same thing that John Collins said about the fans on that damn microphone in front on TV. That's what he need. He need to say stuff like that about this defending.
Damn.
But I'm be honest.
That's
I'm
why.
be honest.
That's why I ain't listen to that. That's why I ain't listen to JC talking. Like he
didn't have no. He didn't have no problem calling out the fans in public. But when he go on the when him and the rest of them boys up there on the podium, well, I ain't trying to say air your team out in public like that, but I'm just y'all know what I'm trying to say.
Hey,
But y'all remember when we started hearing them John Collins trade rumors? They were right around the time John was coming at Trey about how the offense was running. Like he was saying, they're right when we started hearing them trade rumors for John. Like the first year. You remember him and Trey were having a miscommunication about how the offense should be ran.
Yeah, that was what? That's like about 2 years ago. You might be on something right there. That was
he tried. He tried.
Oh yeah, because that's when the rumors came out like they was talking all in the locker room.
That's when LP was still here.
Film session and stuff. That was with LP, here. Right? Yeah, LP was still the coach.
LP had started that. LP had brought it up in game when they watching game film. I think that would happen. Like JC went to LP about getting more touches and stuff like that. And you know, LP he was dirty, so he'll bring it up in the game film, whatever. Then you know, there's issues with the way we run it and all that type of stuff or whatever. And then that's when to like talk to them and all that type of crap, tell them about like how he was, what it was in Houston between Harden and Dwight and all that type of stuff. But yeah.
What's good, John? John up in the building.
Well, John.
Yeah,
you at the crib or you on the road?
No, I'm getting some getting my wheels clean on my car, so I'm just up here.
Hold on, your wheel or your whole car?
Well, John.
Oh, just the wheel.
John, let me tell you something. Before you get started, John. Let me tell you something now. We talk about defense right now. I know you ain't big on the defensive side of the ball. Okay. I'm just giving you a heads up. That's what we're talking about, the improving defense.
Okay.
Don't come in here talking about making more shots.
Now, I'm gonna tell you something. Your best defense is a good offense. Now
here we go, Fred.
Now grab that. Now grab hold of that.
But John, we got a number. Overall, we was number 7 offensively, man.
No, you were number 3. Really?
And our defense was still in the 20s.
Yes, our defense was in the 20s.
So why we not still playing then, John? Why we not still playing?
We not playing because we didn't score enough points. Now, and let me get around to that because I'm gonna have to take you.
Hey, John, what them Lakers doing?
Them Lakers, boys. They playing that D.
Here we go. You have 2 different philosophies of basketball playing with the Lakers versus.
I like their philosophy, John.
You got 2 now. In order,
I like that.
Oh, hold on there, Mike. You might not like it by the time.
I like it right now. I'm liking it a lot.
But look at how big the Lakers are in comparison to the Golden State Warriors. They are.
How about Memphis, John?
That same thing with Memphis.
No, Memphis was big.
Same thing with Memphis. But this is the point. You talking about why we are not okay. We're asking why we're not still playing. We're asking why, and you're saying, Mike, you like what it is that you see. You got to get some bigger people here. You got to get some bigger people here that can do both. Anthony Davis is patrolling.
That's right.
LeBron James is patrolling.
That's right.
That Golden State gets away with on lesser teams, they can't get away with it with the Lakers because the Lakers are bigger. Now, if we go up against the Lakers. Say, for instance, we go up against the Lakers with the team we have right now, because everybody's talking about putting Double O at center and John Collins as the power forward. Double O will be on the bench because he's too small. He's too small. Okay. Now, let's go back to this offensive side of the ball. And this is just what I'm observing. Now, I know you guys may agree, you may disagree. But this is the thing. Golden State hides Steph Curry on defense because of how many points they can score. So Steph Curry is a defensive liability, if you want to know the truth. The same as Trae Young. But he's being hid because of how many points that they can score and rattle off so quickly. All right? Same thing with us. Clint Capella is an offensive liability, but we're supposed to have the shooters to cover over him being an offensive liability, because him getting the ball is just like throwing it into the black hole or flushing it down the toilet. You don't want to touch the ball after you get down with Clint Capella. All right? So right now, I'm thinking, just like I've been saying the whole year, give me two scoring bigs that can play both defense and offense, and we're on our way. Like I keep telling y'all, we're not that far away. We have not been getting blown out. We've been just falling short. That's all we've been doing, just falling short. Every now and then, we'll get blown out, but it wasn't a constant thing last year.
But John, when you're giving up 120 points a night, right? And I think, was that White Mike? I think it was White Mike who said,
yeah, it was.
Listen. You can't you can turn on your effort level, right? You could turn it on, turn it off on the defense side of the ball. We can't turn. Yeah, White Mike did say this. You can't turn your shooting on and off. You either feeling it or you're not feeling it. So what do we do nights, John? This is my question for you. What do we do the nights when the ball is not going in?
Facts.
What do we do?
Pound it down inside with a real center.
But I'm saying though, John, tell me, do me a favor and tell me a championship team or team in the finals, runner-up, champion or runner-up, who's never been top 10 in defense, that was not top 10 in defense.
I can't tell you right up.
It's since 19. I looked it up because I was having this debate on Twitter the other night. Since 1981, only 3 teams have not been top 12 defensively to win the championship. It's the 2003 Lakers. They was ranked 21st, but you got Kobe and Shaq. 2018 Warriors, but the Warriors was 12th, and the 2016 Cavs, and they was like 11th. But besides nobody.
That was their season. That was them for the season, right?
Yeah, that's the season. Yep.
Okay, and then, but I'm just saying, on top of that, I'm interested to know, where did they rank amongst playoff teams in their playoff run to a championship?
That's right. See, what Mike's saying is you can dial that intensity up during playoff time. You ain't worried about making and missing shots.
But I'm still agreeing with you, Mike, because even with those 3,
I ain't saying you disagree.
Oh yeah, I'm still when I bought those numbers up, I'm just saying how rare it is for you to be outside the top 10 and be a champion. That's 3 since 1981, and this is what now? So that's like 40 years ago.
No.
That's data, baby. That's data.
You just read it wrong. It's not the whole 40 years. You just named.
How I read it wrong? I saw it from 1981.
Okay, what
to last year?
Wasn't the 2018 Warriors there?
They was 12th.
Okay, but you said
I said 3 teams. I said
you said anytime in history. 2018 was not 40 years ago.
No, but I'm saying overall, 3 teams over 40 years. So 40, let's say it like this, John. 3 teams over 40 seasons.
Okay. Now
That's not good. That's not good math. That math ain't math to me.
So,
That's bad math to
so
me.
let's focus and try the way that literally happened 3 times out of 40 instead of trying the way that happened 37 times out of 40 times.
Thank you.
okay.
That don't
Thank you.
make sense.
Now, no, it doesn't. If you take
That's
the
fuzzy
raw,
math, John. That's fuzzy math.
hold on. It's not gonna math if you take points per game as the criteria for a good defense.
How's it going?
Because
That's
people
it.
can hold on. Because see, the thing is, this is where stats get a lot of people in trouble. The only reliable stat in any sport is the one up there hanging on the doggone board there. Scoreboard. That's the only reliable stat to determine wins and losses. Now, they use points per game to determine defensive or offensive ratings or offensive rankings. But on the defensive side of the ball, if a person shoots with no one defending them, okay, and that happens many times during the game.
Man, we ain't talking about them advanced analytics. You know, that don't count.
Yeah, see, no. See, even this particular usage of the score to determine defensive prowess or inefficiency is skewed. Because
how's it skewed?
Because of the fact, okay, Demond, 5 minutes. Me and you, we play a game 5 minutes. All right. If I make all of my shots in those 5 minutes and you don't check me, okay, you haven't played defense, but I've beaten you 10-0. I've beaten you 10-0. You ain't played a lick of defense, but guess what? You're gonna get gigged for all of those points that I scored against you.
Right, because I didn't play because I wasn't defending.
But you are going to get gigged for giving up that many points.
Because but John, no one plays a sport and not defend.
But now I use that as an example. But this happens many times during the game, Demond. Everybody, y'all got to pay attention. This happens many times during the game. Won't be a person near somebody. Won't be a person will play perfect defense and they'll still make the shot over top of it.
Well, yeah, because sometimes that's good offense over good defense, but you still defending though.
But that's my point. The points don't show how good a defense you playing. It doesn't show. It's just a factor that they use to determine that. But it's not all the time.
But answer this question right here. When you not scoring the ball, you wide open and not making shots, how do you stay in the game? Listen to me now. Let me say it again.
I told you.
No. When the ball is not going in, you throw it down to Capella, he missing. You're shooting from 3, we missing. How do we stay in the game until somebody can get going?
Now, if you are a professional basketball team and you can't score and you're that inept, you don't even belong on the floor. Y'all don't even belong on the floor. You can't do it, John. You can't do it.
You gotta answer the question, John.
I'm saying you can't.
He not gonna answer you, man. He not gonna answer. He just gonna go back to that whole gotta score more stuff or whatever, bro. Like don't nobody play defense, bro. Like
wait a minute, hold on.
It's a doggone shootout, bro. Like you just lining up on one end. The Hawks, y'all shoot on this end by yourself. See how many shots you make, and the Warriors, y'all on the other end. We're gonna put a clock up. Whoever make the most shots by the end of the clock win the game. That's the way basketball is played according to John, man. Like I don't know. I really don't get it, bro.
Excuse me. That's the way basketball is played, period.
John.
Because look. That's the way basketball is played. How many points can you score within 48 minutes?
John, who your favorite coach? Mike D'Antoni. Who your favorite coach? Mike D'Antoni.
Basketball. Let me see.
John, we gotta. Let's keep it real. But
look. Let me tell y'all something. I keep telling y'all, I don't mind playing defense. And defense is not a bad thing. However, it is not the be-all, end-all for basketball, okay, to win games. It's not the be-all, end-all, and it is not our answer.
So you just let the other team just score the ball?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. And then on top of that, okay, how many times have we played excellent defense on the other end of the floor, steal the ball, bring it back down court, we miss the shot. Then they come right back down, stop the three-point line, pop a three. All right, we get the ball back, we miss the shot again. They get it, they come back down, hit another three, or drive to the basket. Okay, now, if you can't
play not playing defense, John.
Yeah,
it's called not playing defense.
No.
No. Ain't no hold on. You said it one time. When you steal the ball and you miss your shot, you come down and play defense again. Don't give up an open shot. No, the only reason why you think it's okay is because we suck.
Different, Mike?
We don't play defense for 48 minutes, bro.
What are we saying different, Mike? We're not saying nothing different. We're not saying nothing different.
I'm saying something different. I'm saying that defense is more important than offense. I ain't talking like you. No, defense is important. The way I coach, the way I play, nigga, you will accidentally score. I don't care. Like Foot said, if you play defense, we'll eventually get us an open layup. We will eventually get an open layup. So for me, defense is first and foremost and top priority over everything. I don't care about nothing. We can win the game 5-3 for all I care. I don't care about scoring. Keep stopping them, and then you will eventually score. You'll eventually go to the line, or you'll get a fast break opportunity. Multiple of them. Get back and play defense. But when you play bad offense, what you do? You give the other team points.
Mike, let me ask you a question. What defensive play can you make that scores points?
Steal, to commit turnovers.
No.
Bro, we just had Bro.
No. He's trolling, bro. He's trying to be his dad. What he's saying is that you don't get a point for a block shot or a steal. You don't get a point for it.
We just not had that conversation, Foot. Offense does not generate defense. Defense generates offense.
Okay, I did not deny that. What I'm trying to tell you is that
they try to tell me that you can't stop a shooter. Foot, can you stop a shooter, bro? Can you play defense?
No, there is no play that you can play on defense that puts 2 points on the board. You have got to play defense first, and just like you just said, Demond, defense can generate offense, but you got to seal the deal on the offensive side of the floor. You got to score. And in my example that I just made, Mike, I said there are going to be times that no team plays 48 minutes of defense. There's a time no team plays 48 minutes of offense. And see, that's where we've been getting caught short. We don't play offense while they're on a run. We missing shots. That's why they call them runs. You scoring, they not. And in that last game we played against Boston, we fell down for just a 2-minute stretch and couldn't catch it back up because we weren't making shots. We playing defense, but we couldn't make those shots. And that was what the problem was.
Okay, I want to speak on something real quick because again, like y'all, the whole game, all right. You hear this more in football. They say the crap in football, and I think y'all get it in football when they say we want to play complimentary a complimentary game. You hear the Falcons talk about that all the time. You hear the Georgia Bulldogs talk about it all the time. What they mean by the fact that the offense, even though you didn't score, don't turn the ball over, or for the fact that you got to the 50 or over the other side of the 50, you help your defense because now they get to have to defend and use the whole field instead of only defending in 30 yards. All right. Okay. So when y'all talk this offense stuff and everything, or can't stop shooters, or I think what Ryan was saying, that he'll give John credit is the fact that scoring does prevent transition offense. Okay. Look, it's fundamentals now. That's what I'm saying. The Hawks don't do this. So when I'm getting on Trae Young about stuff, y'all don't understand it. This is the reason for it. When I was saying Trae Young, when you drive to the hole, I'm not saying this, y'all. against certain players and you don't get that foul call, it hurt us automatically. That's not complimentary basketball at that time. Your offense, if you play smart and take care of the ball, you prevent easy buckets for the other team. But when, yes, you shooting long threes, that's long rebounds. 8 times out of 10, 9 times out of 10, that's a break the other way. If you go to the hole as the point guard, not noticing that the floor is not balanced correctly, and you go blow a layup, don't get a call, and don't hustle back, the floor is now unbalanced, and you've helped the now team turn into offense going the other way on a fast break. It's ways that you can play offense even without the ball going into the goal necessarily that helps your defense, that helps you to be able to get back and set your defense up. We don't do a lot of stuff like that. On top of the fact that that's why I don't like Quinn's strategy or didn't like it. You see that we suck at defense, but yet you tell them to shoot every damn shot, 3s whenever they get a chance to. That's a bad combination. That's a horrible combination. When you got guys that's not hustling, giving consistent effort.
Mike, we agree on that.
Let me say something real quick, John. You know what, Mike? I'm glad you said that. You know what I think? I think Quinn recognized real quick that we couldn't defend. So I think his short-term solution was
just pour it in.
Try to score the ball, because I'm thinking, why would you put Bay in, who's one of the worst defenders on the team? And then I thought about it. I'm like, he probably knows we can't defend. Yeah, he probably was like, yeah, let me say it like this. Quinn probably thought there's nothing he could do right now that he could fix on the defensive side of the ball. I think some of the players are kind of set in their ways with all the help and stuff. So I think he was just like, let's try to outscore the other teams. That's why he kept probably telling them shoot them threes, even though we was one of the worst 3-point shooting teams.
Now, didn't it work for 2 games? But
you got to win 4.
No.
Exactly.
We already knew that.
I don't care if you win for 2.
You knew good and well that they were not going to beat Boston. I knew they weren't going to beat Boston. But it worked for 2 games because that, like you just said, Demond, that's all you had was to just pour it in irregardless. Okay. And Mike, I agree with you about what Trae Young was doing. And I have enumerated that on many occasions about the fact that Trae Young, especially in the early part of the year, was a detriment and a liability because he was missing and then fussing and complaining about foul shots and being out of the game. There have been times that Trae Young, once he passes the ball, he done with the play. He goes stand over there on the other side. Now, I am not saying that Trae Young doesn't need to have some work. Okay, he definitely does. Okay, the whole team does. Matter of fact, like I said, you need some people down low to help you with your defense. Okay, because nobody on the Hawks team is respected. Not even Clint Capella down low as far as driving to the basket. They know he moved like he got 2 20-pound sacks of cement in his shoes. Can't go nowhere, can't move. He'll block a shot, but he'll take 15 minutes to recover just like a damn battery. Okay? So I agree with you. Like I said, I did not say that defense is not important. But the most important thing is what you see in those box scores in big black letters and up top up there. Go Bowl. That's it. That's the only thing to run.
But John, your defense can affect the numbers that you see up there in the big black box when you can defend, but like I said, and like White Mike said, you can't control when that ball going in the basket. Sometimes that prime example, you want to mention the 2 games we beat Boston. We shot 46% and 41% from 3, those 2 wins.
Mm-hmm.
The 4 losses, we shot terrible, like low 30s from 3, right? But your defense can keep you in the games. And here's a prime example. The Miami Heat was the only team who shot worse than us from 3. They was the worst 3-point shooting team in the NBA. Now they're one game from going to the conference final. Why? Because of their defense. They turned up their defensive effort, and they are. Let me give you Miami. Miami's only giving up. What's Miami at right now? Miami. Oh, that's not the playoff. That's the wrong one. That was the overall team.
Miami playing good defense.
But their playoff defense, they was giving up 113 in the regular season, which is pretty damn good. That's top 10, I think, almost.
So now, did we play over? Hold on, let me ask you this question.
Yeah,
did we play over our heads when we beat them to get into play in?
You know what?
No.
You know what I think, bruh? I went back and watched the game a couple of days ago. Bruh, Jimmy Butler was missing easy stuff like layups. Now you could say sometimes the ball just don't go in, but bruh, I really think they knew it. They didn't want to see Boston, in my opinion. I think.
You think they tanked?
I think they didn't want to see Boston.
No. I can't.
I don't think they wanted to see Boston. They probably went out there. I don't think they gave a. I'm not gonna say they tricked it off, but I don't think some of them players was giving like 100% effort to try to win that game. I mean, that playing game.
But it was one game. If you one game though.
Yeah, I mean it was one game. So and that's what I was saying, Mike. No, it could have been the ball just won't going in.
Hey, I'm using that one game because that was something to that one game. Okay, if you won that game, you're automatically in the playoff. If you didn't win that game, you're gonna have to play somebody else. And what would you rather do? Win that one game, go on into the playoffs, or play somebody else and take a chance of your season being done after losing 2 games? So the thing is that yes, it was one game, and the only reason I'm using that as that one game is an example of what you do when the game's on the line, okay, or when your season is on the line. All right. Now, Miami, in my opinion, I asked you that for a reason. Miami, in my opinion, they were off, just like you said, Demond. They were off. But one game being off can be the determining factor as to whether you win a series, whether you win a championship, whether you advance in the playoffs. Okay, that's why I'm using that as an example. And it's still ruled by that big box that hang over the doggone arena. Because
Miami isn't during the regular season, they wasn't a good offensive team overall either. So I mean,
yeah,
right. But how many? But they won enough games to be able to qualify
because they was a top 10 defense.
Let me say this before I forget real quick. It ain't who they didn't want to see the Boston Celtics, bro. That's not Miami's DNA. Right? They're not like.
I know, man. I'm just throwing some shit out there.
Oh, okay. I just making sure.
Oh, no. Wait a minute. In this court, we dealing with pertinent facts here. You sit up here throwing shit out.
I'm just throwing that out there. Because I mean, bro, in reality, ain't no pro athlete finna go out there and lose no game on purpose, man. Not no pro.
They put themselves in elimination contention.
Yeah, I mean, ain't nobody finna go out there and trick off a game on purpose. Shit, that shit on tape. Shit.
But a lot of people say this shit though, bro. We just showed up and we played ball, which we don't.
I mean, when you try to look at it from like a strategy point, it makes sense. Like why?
No, because if you lose that game to go and get in the play in, right?
You taking a chance.
The huge chance. Because it ain't no damn tournament. You lose that next game, your ass out.
I mean, but it's all a gamble. It's a gamble you take.
Shit. No, you play no.
Well, if you get look,
but I don't believe that. I wouldn't go on record and say Miami lost on purpose. No, I'm just
well. Guess what? Guess what? It's on record now.
And you know what else on record? They asked about to go to the conference final while we was going in 6 games.
So that goes back to the question: did we play over our heads, or were they just bad?
Bro, we was a 500 team the whole year, and then we ran across the best team in the East. I mean,
and we didn't beat them all year, did we?
We didn't beat Miami all year.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So again,
We was
when the Hawks play Hawks basketball, instead of this lazy ass dumb, dumbass Mike saying a dumbass basketball. When they play dumbass basketball, this
But look, now all of y'all remember, we broke it down so many times this year, it was just ridiculous. When the Hawks move, we win. When they stand still, we don't.
Yeah.
You remember that? You remember that? I mean, even with Nate, So thing is, just like Mike was saying, Quinn's system, I can't see that was
Hey
really
man, don't say nothing about the damn systems around here no more.
Yeah, I can't really see that was a factor because of the fact that, look, Hawks move, win. Hawks stand still, lost. Okay, that's easy. All right. Now, what's the difference between the two people?
See, my thing for the season was I didn't believe Nate McMillan was our main issue. Right. I always believed the main issue was we can't defend. That's what I always thought our main issue was. So I don't know if you want to blame scheme or whatever, players, but at the end of the day, I thought Nate was basically used as the scapegoat because it's easier to fire him and blame him than to try to make these moves, blame the players, saying that the players is not playing up to their ability. Hell, you know what we needed? We needed Travis Link back to go back on that radio and say that shit he said last time. You know what I'm saying? What Travis Link say? He said, "Hey, maybe we shouldn't have bought some of these people back."
Right. Yeah.
And he said that on the damn Hawks radio station.
Can y'all see Murray defense getting up to like a Rondo?
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah.
He gambled too much, man. He gambled and don't have the help behind him. So
they got like the same type of bill down there.
Yeah, but the Celtics was when they went to the championship in 08, they were the top 5 defense. So he had help.
Oh yeah.
I need to see, but even so though, I still need to see. I don't know, man. Like I said, I ain't gonna say act like I watched a whole lot of San Antonio Spurs basketball. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen DJ from afar and stuff like that though. But like, I don't know. I just need to see him at point guard, and if it's the same or not. I mean, probably not gonna get that chance here, of course, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I would want to see if it's the same way, with them being the full-time point guard.
I mean, I would like to see it too. I can't wait. Bro, listen.
So y'all rather trade playoff ball?
We what now?
Would you rather trade playoff ball like Curry do?
No, I want Trey to play like Trey. I want Trey to play Trey ball.
The advantage that Trey got though, man, is to me one of the biggest advantage he got. His offensive game is respected. So when he get the ball, I think and somebody could correct me if I'm wrong. He the only person on the Hawks who even draw a double team. I don't think nobody else draws a double team. So
I don't respect none of these folks' offensive game these days. After I saw today, man.
After you saw what, Mike?
Cheating like that. After I saw the junk I saw today or whatever, because like I told y'all before, I complained about it. I'd be like, bro, I'm a Trey fan and everything, Hawks fan, but I was like, but Trey, like, he be getting away with it junk all the time. And I seen Jason Tatum do it when we were playing and stuff like that, though. But I threw it in the Facebook chat that we in with the guys, or whatever. Did you see the video, Demont? But it's a video of like, Instagram stuff. I tagged Foot in it, and it's a trainer talking. He trying to train something. They was like, look, it's Trey Young working at it too. Bro, I'm like, they literally trained this? It's like, are they really training this as it's an offensive legal move? Like, bro, it's just showing Trey. Like, go look at it, though, Demont. And like I said, in the NPC chat that we in on Facebook Messenger. But yeah, bro, like he dribbling, and then on the go by, he's literally training the ball handler to reach and grab the defender's arm and move it out the way as they're going by. And I'm like, seriously. Are they really teaching this? Like, they're teaching hooking, they're teaching like an offensive foul.
Hey, that's all
and then for me,
right? It's hooking. It's straight hooking.
It's hooking and it's an offensive foul. And for me, as a defender or somebody like that, that'll piss me off. Then on top of that, Trey, Tatum, all these offensive guys who supposedly top scorers, they talk trash too. So like, bro, I wish you would supposedly beat me, but grab my arm, throw it down, and lay the ball up, and then turn around and talk trash to me. Like, bro, like I don't know, bro. I wouldn't be able to play. I would be so frustrated, be pushing niggas left and right. Like I'd be telling the ref, like, bro, seriously, like you letting them, like I like it's the whole gather step too. Like everybody be like, bro, that's a travel, that's a travel. Technically, no, it's not a travel because the NBA has literally changed the rules to where now you have a gather step. You know what I'm saying?
But don't talk
Anybody
about that
born
bullshit.
before like 1995, if you was born before 1995, we were not taught that. It was drilled to us. You feel me? That last dribble step or whatever, what they call a gather step and stuff now, that's your first damn step. And that next one is your second. And you need to be ready to go on up and everything like that. Bro, it's like I feel mentally retarded even trying that jump, this gathered stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'd be still trying to hoop. I just hoop old fashioned. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, screw a Euro step. I'm going to and drop step or something like that. You feel me? Like just go old school type stuff. Like y'all niggas on these new moves.
I
These
remember.
new moves, bro, it's soft too. Floaters
You
are
know. You
soft.
know who.
Euros is soft. It's going
You know
away
who.
from contact and all that bullshit.
You know who else has some slick moves? I remember I used to try to emulate the moves, man, but I always thought it was a travel at first. Was it Jamal Crawford when he bring the ball down and he do the jump, but he land both feet at the same time, so they only count that as one step.
Yeah,
And
you
then he'll
gotta
take
land on both feet.
yeah, you land on both your feet at the same time, so that's one step, and then he'll take another step. I was like, that's not a travel, and they was
I'm about
like,
to say he
no,
should be taking another step though.
no, he take another. Hold on, he come down, he jump, boom.
He shouldn't have.
Wait, he
I mean,
jump.
he could have. Who
No, my
knows?
bad.
It's
He
the
don't take. You
NBA.
right. You
That's
right.
what I'm saying. The
You right.
NBA
You
be
right, Mike.
tripping.
You right. He don't take. He don't take another step. It's a jump. He come down. Boom, boom. He jump in the air and come down on both feet. And I was like, that's not a travel because you jump up in the air. You got to do something. You can't come down with the ball. But he would jump up, come down with it on both feet. And somebody they would. I gotta look that shit up because I used to try that shit, man. And they used to be like, man, you traveling. I'd be like, hell no, Jamal Crawford, dude, he do it. And they don't call it. Hey,
Yeah,
What's up,
because
you know
y'all?
how it is.
I know
Hey, I had
even
to get
so
my
if
excuse.
you
I had to get my excuse, dog.
because everybody could like they be doing it now. It's the gather dribble crap, and it's made up and changed within like the last 5 years because like say for example, Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson always did a dribble step back. His iconic play, dribble step back on the corner on the baseline against Ty Lue, dribble step back, knock down the three, and step over Lue. This nigga Iverson did the basic dribble step back. Boom, you shoot.
Yeah.
Now they do the step back, and now they get the step again. You feel me? It's like, and then
Johnny
people
Hart.
got the nerves to tell me, and you got the nerves to tell me that they're more offensively skilled. No, they're not.
Didn't,
They just
didn't
get to do
Harden brought
illegal
that?
moves.
Harden
They get
brought
to
that
do
into the
illegal
league, didn't
moves. That's all it is. Huh?
he?
Hart.
Didn't Harden bring that into the
Yeah,
league?
Harden, and Jason Tatum kills it or whatever, but not all of them do it now.
Yeah, because
It's
he
just
do a
like
two
I'm
step.
like,
Yeah,
bro,
he do a
it's
two.
so
Harden do a
aggravating to
two
watch.
step back. What's good, ticket?
Hey, what's
That's
up,
so
y'all?
crazy.
I heard.
Was it?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on? I had heard Mike talking about the hooking thing, and I don't know if y'all knew, but y'all know they got that from the football guy, from the receivers. Cause when you in your route, and let's say you running a fly, you know, the way the body work, the arms and the legs move together.
Right.
So as a wide receiver, you train to slap the arm of the
Mm.
DB, and that instantly slows down the DB by a couple steps. Now you ain't necessarily got to grab it or whatnot,
That
but
makes sense
the
in
technique is
football.
pretty much huh?
No, I'm saying that makes sense in football. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
get it.
Yeah. So the hook in basketball, the way the rules say, it ain't necessarily an offensive foul unless you hook in the body. The
Huh?
offensive player, he got to hook the body in order for it to be an offensive foul. You can do whatever you want with the arm. It ain't no rule about the arm.
It depends. It
So
depends
they
on when
just
they. It
taking
depends on
advantage
when they
of it.
want to.
That
It
shit used
depends
to be
on
a
when they want to
cloud all
call it.
day long.
It just like it's just like when they use their off arm to
Mm.
create space when attacking the basket or trying to pull back for a jumper. Sometimes the ref call it. Sometimes they don't.
Oh well, if
Right.
you extending your arm, that's different. But as far as like manipulating the other players, just his arm, if you're not manipulating the center mass of their body, it ain't no rules against that.
No, they
Ticket,
call
ticket,
when
ticket.
people
Listen to what you're saying. It's basketball. If I'm sliding my feet, my arms out,
Hmm.
how do you steal a ball? How do you get a deflection or steal a ball? What parts of your body do you use to do that?
No, you right. I'm just
No,
giving the
well, no, no.
players
Stay right
credit
there.
for.
No, what I'm
Okay.
saying is that no. What? No, I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying
Hmm.
to that is that that's the NBA creating, manipulating stuff because they want the game to score be like 120 to this and that instead of 85 to 80 at the end of the game. They want it to be high
Yeah,
scoring.
yeah,
They've
yeah,
been
yeah.
working on this for the past 2 decades. So that's what I'm saying. I
Hmm.
see a new thing that they letting go and they're allowing to benefit the offensive player for high scoring. Because, bruh, literally, if I'm there sliding my feet, my arms are out, I'm in position to either get a hand on the ball or deflect it. And then on top of that, technically, you're not beating me. But now you are because you grab my arm and throw it down to the side. So now that gives you now that room and space to go by me. And now don't allow me to use that arm to basically get the ball deflection like I could have done if you didn't grab my doggone arm.
I got one rebuttal to that, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
When you training your kids, how high are your arms supposed to be spreaded? How high are they supposed to be when you tell them to open their arms when they guarding? They supposed to be
Said
straight
how
out, right?
high?
Yeah, they supposed to be
Shit,
straight
yeah,
out, right?
yeah,
These
yeah.
you
It's
know
not
these
above
NBA
your
players,
shoulders. Above
yeah, just like regular, even length or whatever with your shoulder,
no.
whatever. So these NBA players, if you look at the tape, you constantly see where they'll have their arms out, but their arms are angled downward. So they make themselves an easy target for that move to happen. But if they have their arms where it's supposed to be, it's virtually impossible for that offensive player to be able to actually manipulate their arm because it's too high. Especially somebody like Trae Young. As short as Trae Young is, if somebody like Jason Tatum guarding him, his damn shoulders are probably at Trae forehead. So Trae Young, you literally got to do this
He
in order
does
to
it. He
just
does it
to get
against.
to
He
get a
does
hold of
it
the
against the
arm.
normal. He does it against the normal guys. Jason Tatum does it. And then another thing too, though, like that you can say all of that, but again, though,
Hmm.
these niggas dumb because again, when times I have played and somebody hooked me, because the thing about it though, Kobe knew this. Like
Hmm.
refs are not positioned like they're positioned to try and see the floor, but they can't
Like they got
see
blind
everything.
spots.
They
Yeah, they got
they
blind
are
spots.
human beings. If they can't look at feet at the same time as looking at hands per se or whatever, you feel me? But what you
Yeah.
do, like seriously, bro, in the early part of the game, if somebody hook me, I'm saying something to them. I like you lame nigga. Don't hook me again. You do it again, I'ma push you. Then after I tell him that, I'ma tell the ref. I'm like, look, ref, he hooking. Pay attention to that. The next time we down or whatever it happens, I guarantee you the ref will call it because you now brought it to his attention. I'm not saying you go yell and cuss at the ref, but when it's a dead ball, somebody shooting free throws, something, you talk to the ref. Be like, hey, look, and I guarantee you it's now on their mind and they'll call it later in the game.
Yeah, I think the issue is that what Mike really saying is
If
that
it ain't no,
from
you got to change the rule book. Like Trey, like when
what
they
no
was mad at Trey Young for for jumping backwards, there wasn't a rule for it.
no, but
Now that it's a rule for it, now that the refs can fix it.
yeah, but ticket there's a
Go
rule
ahead,
for it.
Foot.
They used to call that shit as a hook because
For
what
what?
he might talk about, they literally grabbing their arm when they push it back. That's a hook all day long. They're just calling it
Good.
now. Yeah, they grab the motherfucker arm when you go by, grab the arm and
You
push it
seen
back.
that video, Demond? I'm gonna
Trey
send it
do
to
it all the
Jared.
time.
No,
Or tag Jared
I
on
found it.
it.
I ain't
I
looked at
know.
it yet.
Normally, what I see when it said full speed, no, it don't even look like a grade. It looked like a slap down.
No, and they do call it sometimes. By the way, I've seen it being called even this year.
Hey, it can
But
be
that
a
got
slap down, Demond. But I mean, ticket. But look though, ticket. A slap ain't legal either. You feel me? Basketball is physical per se though, but you can't just slap folks' arms down. You
it
can't
ain't.
just slap somebody's hand down. That's
I'm
not the
saying
game. That's
is
not
there
legal,
like no,
huh?
I'm asking, is there a specific rule in the rule book that the refs can actually
Yes, they call it
use to
hook.
enforce it? Is
Hook.
what I'm saying.
A hook. When they call it there, you see them grab and they'll do that. It's
But
a hook.
the slap ain't a hook.
No, they ain't slapping. They grabbing their arm when they go by.
I'm saying in
I'm about to I'm about to
real
tag you on
time
it, Gerald.
it don't look like that in real time. It look like a slap.
Hey,
Okay.
hey, tag me, Mike. I had the wrong video. Tag me too.
Okay, I say in real time. It looked like. I mean, in real time, I guess, cause shoot, in real time, sometimes it look like them boys don't be traveling because they
Everything
be
moving
shuffling their feet.
fast.
But them boys be traveling like John Morant. I seen this
Like
one
that
whole
that
breakdown of him.
like this play last night in the Laker game where Steph Curry had got the ball and he traveled before he gave a. Remember with the play where Draymond hit his head? The play where
If
You
y'all
say
Draymond
don't
hit
what
his
now?
notice,
head last night.
No,
yeah,
I had missed the end of that game.
I did too.
Okay,
But if
so
y'all don't notice, Trey and Steph travel every time they get the ball. They get the ball, take a step, then dribble every time. Both of them, they've been doing that
you
shit.
talking about they take them 2 steps for they dribble?
They take one step before they deliver. That's a travel. You got to take no steps without putting the ball on the floor. You don't get a step to take before you put the ball on the floor. You got to put the ball on the floor before you take a step. That's a fucking that ain't that's
Bruh,
it. That's
I
business.
They ain't
yeah,
calling
you
that.
about to they
No,
about to have me sounding old like Jerry West. Jerry West said it too though. He was like, bro, the refs need to call the game correctly. And then on top of that, he said it right too. If they called the game correctly, I guarantee you the players will adjust and play the game correctly. These fools be out here traveling and doing all these other stuff because the NBA just be letting it go, man. They don't be calling the stuff, bro. But it blew my mind that this man out here keeps coaching this. I had to go to this man's Instagram account and told him, I'm like, bro, if you don't stop teaching this bull, like this is some BS, man. You developing some bad habits just because they let it go on the NBA level, bro. Do not be sitting here teaching these kids how to doggone grab somebody, push them. Like let them go on the street and do that, bro. I'm telling you, it's gonna get them mush. You get the
Hey,
mush. You
hey,
get your mush, man.
I ain't gonna lie. If I know the refs ain't emphasizing a certain call, I'ma tell my kids,
Hey,
hey, if
ticket
you
about
gotta
winning at all
exploit it,
costs, bro.
hey,
Hey,
if you
no,
gotta exploit it,
I don't, I understand that, but it goes both ways. Cause me, if you the coach doing that, and then I'm coaching on the opposite side, and I see it, I peep it. Like I told y'all, if a coach or if I'm not the player, I'm talking to the refs and bringing it to their attention
mm-hmm,
for them to look out for that. You know what I'm saying? Like
right,
I'm gonna see it. And then, like I said,
right,
I get it. Win by any means. I ain't too mad at you about that. I'm not too mad at the offensive player for attempting and trying it. I'm just saying, as a defender, put yourself on the other end. They all being lame, just accepting it. I'm like, y'all serious? I would be saying something, bro, to somebody like, hey, look out for this bull crap, bro. Like, it's literally, you seen it, Demond? I sent it to you. I tagged
wait,
y'all. You and
Okay, I
Jerry.
see. I'm about to see it now.
I got it.
Do we got the pieces?
That's why.
Do we got the pieces to improve the defense?
No.
You talking about on this team?
you mean
Yeah,
do effort?
like just better. Yeah.
Nah, we got too many offensive minded
Hey,
players.
Mike, I'm about to teach my son. My son finna do these drills today.
Bro, you see how he grabbing? That's not no slap. You see that, Demond?
I see it.
They literally just straight just grab it. Like just grab the arm
Like I said,
and move it. And it's almost like use the arm to boost yourself around them. It's like
That's
what?
what it is.
the refs do
Bro, that's
call it
just crazy, bro.
in the NBA. They call it sometimes. Trey got
So they
Oh,
got
that's crazy.
they called
and,
Trey on it one game.
and,
They
I
go
can't hear you, Jared.
your
What's
connect
up?
suspect right now.
Hey, ticket, you breaking up?
around. Take the Bluetooth out.
All right, try
Can
now.
y'all hear me now?
Yeah,
Can y'all hear me now?
yeah.
Okay, they got another one in football where if you go, let's say you the DB and the receiver burning you on a go route,
you trying to grab the back of the jersey.
Ticket froze.
Guess you were saying trying to grab the back of the jersey.
The damn
in front of
basketball
the
and football.
receiver.
The basketball and football guys on ticket ass right now.
What you mean?
Ticket.
Oh, I'm telling all the stuff.
You breaking up? You froze, dog. We
Y'all
didn't hear
can't hear
nothing you said. We didn't hear nothing you
We
said.
heard
You
back of the
froze.
jersey.
Oh, he probably gonna be back. But yeah, I don't think right now, man. Listen, as far as fixing the defense with the pieces we have, I mean, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Maybe if they play with a little bit more effort on I don't know, man. I mean, can they teach? Can you teach? Are they
That's what I'm
smart
about to
enough
say. Is the problem with the team teachable? Like, I know you can teach defense, but it's still like that will. Like, I feel like defense more of that what you want to do.
Yeah, it's effort. That's what defense is.
It's
Oh,
effort. It is, but team defense take more than effort,
Oh
though.
no, team.
Can y'all hear me now?
Defense take
Yeah.
I mean,
just
they do the
grab
effort, but you gotta be smart.
grabbing
That's
the back of the jersey and then just catapulting yourself in front of the receiver to get the
Pass
interception.
interference, man. They see that ref will see that a mile away.
I see that shit all the time.
That ain't pass interference because the referee is trained to be in front of he's supposed to be behind the play, so he can't see it. That's a blind spot for
They
the
do that
ref.
shit all the time, bro.
Mm-hmm.
All
Yep.
of it.
Like you got to know the rule book in order to really be able to like teach the game.
They better hope NFL coaches can't challenge stuff like that.
If it's a no call, they ain't never gonna be able to challenge it.
Well, if the receiver go back to the coach and say, "Hey, he pulling me to
They
catapult,"
can't challenge that. It got to be a call.
You can't challenge that.
Well,
It
that's what
gotta
I
be
was saying. That's what I was saying. They better not let coaches be able to challenge stuff like that. Non-calls and stuff. But yeah, I don't. As far as fixing the defense, man, the best we can hope is that the dudes listen, man, and they play, and they can. I forgot who said it, and they I think it was either Foot or Mike, and they can connect.
Well, my question is this: are you here just to make money, or are you here to actually win? Because obviously we in the era where the offense sell, but we know you still got to defend and rebound in order to win. So it depends on what the individual objectives are. If they objectives is to just get a paycheck, then you're gonna get the same thing.
Well, they getting paid. I mean, everybody got an extension so far on the damn team. That's why we in this cap bullshit now.
No, I know.
So they getting their money.
Right, but if you can get paid, like take like the winning stuff out of it. If you can get paid, let's say $10 million a year, right? And you don't have to, and your last game is in April. In other words, you a lottery team. You ain't got to worry about playing them extra couple months in the playoffs and all that. Some players, they cool with that.
I mean,
they
that's
don't care
because
about the other stuff.
Yeah, but you know, I don't think players go into the beginning of the season like that.
They do.
They probably going. Okay, so from the Hawks standpoint, I don't think the Hawks go into the season at the beginning like, okay, guys, you know, hopefully we can.
No, not the core group. No, I'm talking about the supporting cast. Like, I'm convinced that a lot of the supporting cast, they not there to really win. They just really there to do them and get a paycheck and go home.
But look at the supporting cast. Who on the supporting cast worth a damn for real? Let me say it like this: Who on the supporting cast is a winner in the NBA?
Like currently, or you saying got the potential to be a winner?
No, like who's a winner? Like, I mean, let's see. Bogey came from a losing organization.
Yeah,
he came
from a losing organization.
Really, this the most success Bogey ever had.
And Bay. Who else supported the cast?
Well,
who else supported the cast? They all came from either losing an organization or they young players we drafted.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
And that's why you hear people screaming for a real solid veteran.
But the way I think I kind of give Bay a pass, even though he came from a losing organization, because the way he played the game.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm just saying the supporting cast, the mentality where they came from.
yeah.
They came from a
I agree
losing
with that.
organization.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Let's see. Who else on the supporting cast?
AJ we drafted.
Yep.
Blink-
JJ we drafted.
Blink came-
JJ we drafted.
What about the Holiday Boys was a bust?
Well, Justin got a ring.
But where did he come from? Where did we get him from? Sacramento, right?
Or what was it, Sacramento or was it Indiana?
We got him from Sac because he part of Kevin Herter deal.
Oh,
Mo Harkless.
You might be right. You might be right.
Because he came with Mo Harkless, right? Or am I tripping?
Yeah. But I think you're right. But I'm saying he might be the only one that came from any kind of winning.
Yeah.
Like, he got something in his resume.
Yeah, like Xavier said, Vic came from OKC. Like we don't have no winners outside of the core players who went to the conference final in our organization right now.
Correct.
So we did, man.
Like if I would pay any amount of money to have like y'all seen what PJ Tucker lit in the Embiid.
Yeah, Mike was talking about that, man.
Embiid, man. That,
you know
man,
what? But you know what? I don't think he lit in the Embiid. You know what I think? I think he went over there and reminded Embiid, like, bro, you the freaking MVP, my guy.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
Get your shit together.
Yeah, like you the MVP. Yeah. You out here with 15 points. What the hell going on? We need you.
It was like a positive G check.
Shit, we don't even got G's on our team. Period.
But see, PJ Tucker had 0
R's, B's, and nothing.
I think he had 0. PJ Tucker had 0 points in that game, but his leadership was worth more than any amount of points that he could score.
Yep. All right, Mike. Peace, baby. And you saw what he said, right? You saw PJ Tucker said. He said, "I'm underpaid." He said, "I don't have to score no points." He said, "I'm a role player and a what did he say?
A coach. What is that?
No, not a coach. He said like he a role player and a psychologist on the team. He said, I'm underpaid. I'm doing 2 jobs out here. He said, I don't got to score no points.
Who y'all think that player is for Miami?
See, the thing is, Miami.
Well, you still got UD on their team.
You got UD.
No, I was about to say.
But you also got Kyle Lowry, but it's probably his delivery a little bit different. But I'm pretty sure he still got good leadership skills.
And I think, and then you got Jimmy Butler who played with a chip on the shoulder.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler too. Even though Jimmy Butler kind of do his own thing, but
shit, he be backing that shit up, especially when he spanked Minnesota.
You remember they got into it?
Yeah. Matter of fact, I gotta go look because Jeff Teague told a story about that.
Where his ass at?
Doing his own podcast right now.
Yeah, doing it. Hey, I heard. I've watched a couple clips of it. Hey, this shit hilarious, man.
Yeah, this shit funny.
Hey, when he was talking about when Kyrie Irving got hurt in the playoffs, hey, Jeff T was like, "Listen, we thought Brooklyn was gonna win the championship." He said we was walking back to the locker room all sad. He said, but when they found out that Kyrie blew his ankle up. He said all of them got motivated. They got happy. I was like, I don't blame them. But that's just how I go. That's the game.
Hey, he telling a lot of shit too.
Hey, he funny. Hey, Jeff T funny as shit, man. That I could watch more of that stuff, man. His shit funny, dog. Cause he just say it, bro. He ain't hiding shit. He just say it. But family, I'm gonna tap up out of here, gang, man.
Yeah, me too.
I'm get my butt back to work, man. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. What's today?
Hold on for a second. Look, man, we got 6 more subscribers for the channel to hit 1,000. Come on.
Yeah, we almost there, family.
And the like button.
Yeah, we almost there. We almost at 1,000. So y'all make sure y'all comment, share the video, get your homies over here, man. We're gonna be the #1 Hawks channel, fan channel out here on YouTube, man. Salute to everybody tapping in. Remember, the channel ain't nothing without the fans, without y'all. So make sure y'all tap in with us. So we're out of here. Today is Tuesday, so I'll probably be back up here Thursday. We'll probably do another one on Thursday. So make sure y'all clear y'all schedule up, man.
Up, out, on to the next round.
Where early or later?
Depending on how you feel, I answer for you. Depending on how DeMar, if early, then he'll still come on later. It just
depends on when he leave the basement.
Oh man, hey. Make sure
All right.
y'all tap in with us, man. We're up out of here. It's your homies,
later.
man. Peace.